Mr. President,
Yes, ma'am.
I like the way you bring your problems to the people. This age, from 55 on up, we have time to think now to see what's right for our country, what's wrong for our country, and we'll have a few suggestions of our own to present.
Let me say two things. One is I come in that category of 55 and up. I'll be 56 years old 1st of October. And secondly, you say I bring my problems to the people. Actually, they're the problems of the people that to a substantial degree are on my shoulders, because it's very difficult for those like you who've served our country so well and still have so much to contribute to have a strong enough voice without someone like me to understand those problems and to speak for you.
The President usually meets with people in the Oval Office or the Cabinet Room, but on this day, the meeting took place at Woodland Hill.
There are quite a few senior citizens who do not have any income other than their Social Security.
Yes, sir.
I happen to be one. What is your position on the Social Security for the future?
I think as all of us face the future, including myself and all of my family and people like you, it's important to think about the integrity of the Social Security system, not to let it be endangered in any way. Secondly, not to tax Social Security income, and I am not in favor of changing the age limits on Social Security that would work against the best interest of retired people.
But every time we get an increase in Social Security, they decrease our benefits on Medicare.
This is a problem for everyone because we have such a fragmented approach to medical care. We've got special programs for the elderly, we've got special programs for those on welfare, and we've got, I guess, 50 or 60 different federal agencies who are responsible for carrying out the health care program for our country. So what we need to do, look into the future to eliminate the problem that you've described, is that comprehensive nationwide health care program with emphasis on prevention of disease and also a strict control over the cost to people.
I hope so.
I hope so too. Sam, you have? Yes, I'm sorry.
President Carter, I feel strongly that I've worked 40 years and got about half the pay that men got for the same job, but they didn't cut my rent, or they didn't cut my groceries, nor they didn't cut my shoes because I was a woman. They simply cut my salary. I think we've come a long way, but I think we've got a long way yet to go in women's rights.
I remember when my mother started her professional career, she would work 12 hours a day for $4.
I'm like your mother. When I started work, I was making $15 a week for 8 hours a day, 6 days a week, and had mother and my three children to support.
This is the same kind of problem that we face in many areas of our nation now, where women, for the same degree of effort and the same quality of work, only get about 60 or 65% as much of a salary. There's a growing realization, I believe, in the country, and this is good, that women have been hurt by salary discrimination and employment opportunity discrimination, and the need to overcome that is a much more burning issue than it was.
I guess you've heard this before, it's an old one. It said, I don't care who you vote for as long as a Democrat.
My folks always said, vote Democratic so you can live like a Republican. There has not been an election where the differences between the Democratic Party and the Republican Party are so sharply drawn on things that are important to you. The significance of a vote this year is much greater in domestic affairs than it has been in the past. And I think on foreign affairs and the maintenance of peace in this country, it might be even more important.
Mr. President, we have the utmost confidence in you.
I agree with Mr. Buckles. We want you in there 4 more years.
Re-elect President Carter.